Better late than never. That's what I always say. Rod even showed up today. Chris, how's it going?
Going all right today. Yesterday was 2 and 3 day. Hit the $15 place, so I can't complain about that. But man, I'm still trying to figure out these NBA rules, man. I had the Sixers in that game against the Raptors. Rod and I were talking about it this morning. If you hit a three and then get fouled, but then they challenge it and overturn the foul, does that wipe off the three? Because I looked, and then all of a sudden the three was gone, and the Sixers won by three. Pretty much changed everything. So that was me trying to figure that out for the rest of my night. But overall, decent day.
Yep. I had the same game. I got beat on that thing too. That was my $15 play. So I got roasted on that.
Just I find with we talked about that. It was with Chris. It was like when all three of us are on the same thing, it's not good. We've had no luck when all three of us are on this. Like, oh, good. Rough day yesterday. Got a couple winners. Definitely hockey got me yesterday. 0-3. Good, the Oilers doing the Oilers things again. Just awful. Campbell's in goal. Fade us. Like I can't win a game if his life depended on it. Definitely no good.
Happens. It was that kind of day, I think, yesterday. I hit the Monday Night Football game, but really outside of that, it's just a lot of, I don't know. The NBA kind of got me, and it's put me in a bad mood, And it's like all the way down, even the games I didn't give out as premium picks. Like, I just can't even believe I got, like the Sacramento Kings. I freaking knew the Hornets were playing well. I watched the Nuggets game the night before. I freaking watched it. And it's like I knew that the Hornets were playing a little bit better with Ball in the lineup. Right? I knew it. He makes everybody better. He's distributing the ball. We talked about it on the show. I said, well, Ball's not playing, right? I'll take that. I think because I'm going to guess that he's been injured, so maybe they won't play him on the back-to-back. It's like giving Ruffalo money to play the piano back there, man. It's like no return on that, man. No zero ROI. How about the ROI guys? Yeah. It's like, what's your ROI? It's like zero ROI on that one. How about that? It's zero. How about I take the money and burn it instead of having to watch that and watch myself say, what the hell am I doing? Like once in a while you make a pick and you make a bet and you're just like, I even knew it was the wrong bet when I was making it. It's like, what am I doing? It's like, am I that much on tilt? It's like, what am I doing? It's like, yeah, I'll make bets just to take the other side, and I'll take the other side of an argument. I mean, that's what I do, right? I mean, that's half the show. But it's like, to just give out a wrong pick because I'm stupid is like, I mean, I probably have like, I don't know, like 8 of those a week, but it's like, this one really bothered me.
Return on incompetence. That's the real ROI.
Oh my God, man. It's just terrible. Just absolutely terrible, man. It's like one that's like, I would like to have it back, except I don't want to see it again, So it's like I want it back, but I don't want to have to watch it again because it's like, oh my God, man, what are you doing? It's like it's the Sacktown Kings. It's like I'm treating them like it's the Bulls from the '80s or the '90s. It's like I'm treating it like the '80s Lakers and the Bulls from the '90s. It's like. It's the Sacktown Kings, man. It's like, get a grip. Get in touch with it. Rod no-showed us yesterday. Feeling better, Rod?
I'm not at 100%, but definitely better than what I was. I should not be running.
Oh. All right. Well, that's a good sign.
Definitely a good sign. I don't know. I'm going to chalk it up to something I ate. I thought I was getting COVID or the flu, and I was like, oh, this isn't good. Don't worry, I won't get into the details.
We got a mute button for a reason. Anyway.
It's not as bad as some of the memes I've seen.
Well, the capper contest is rolling right along. James Thrower leading the way.
Yep.
He's up there substantially, but still 11 days left, 12 days left, right? Including today.
Yeah, 12 days left.
12 days left. So a lot of things can happen there. 3,600 units up for grabs, minimum.
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
Could even be more if you're betting money lines. So.
Because I'm going to say on that top 10 list that I gave you, there's at least another 10 below that are in about the 700, 800 unit mark.
Oh, yeah.
So they're right there within striking distance.
Everyone knows I'm going to hire another capper from the thing, at least one, right? I always do. So, keep going. Keep entering the picks. I'll tell you, man. Some people sent me messages before the contest, and some were, just stupid messages, but some were just, quick, I'm going to win. Those people have
got a few of those,
which I don't mind those. It's like, that's all right. Go out and do it, right? That's what I say.
Yeah, you're excited
it's the ones that ask the stupid questions. It's like those are the ones that I don't want. It's like if you're confident and a little cocky about it and whatever, that's great. As long as you're not sending me your picks and
or asking me if I put in a minus 190 favorite here, what are you going to grade that? Are you going to grade that minus 110 or minus 190?
You're not a good fit with us.
That was my answer. I was like, if I really have to answer this question,
you're not a good fit with us. That's my answer.
You're not a good fit here with us, and you should withdraw from the contest.
You're not a good fit with us. I don't like you.
I was like, ooh, that is not good.
I don't like you. You're not a good fit.
Sorry, this round peg is definitely not going to fit in the square hole. Sorry. Not fitting.
I know I am a model of patience and tolerance. I have that kind of reputation, but I always say I'm fair, man. I think I'm fair. I am. I think I'm tough, but I'm fair. And if I've proved time and time again that if you do it my way, it works. I'm not saying it's the only way, but I'm just saying it's a way that we know works, and that's why we stick with it. We're not looking for suggestions. You need to put the away team first. It's like, there's this guy in the YouTube comments. I don't know if it's the same person over and over again. It's like, you're an idiot, It's like, if that's your YouTube comment, you should put the away team first. You're an idiot, okay? It's like, says who, Says who that I should put the away team first? Says who?
Right? Who says that?
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
Where does it? Yeah.
Where does it say that?
That's got to be that way. They're all just copies of me, all those other sites. I came up with this whole thing. They did it the other way because they didn't want to compete with me. Dumbasses. That's why they all do it that way. Hate people. Except for the ones I like. Except for you guys and Jay and Romanelli. Big Al. How about Goran doing his own show now, Chris, without you? Jilted. You feel a little jilted there?
No, good. It's good for him.
So I had a discussion with Goran this morning. I said, I called your show Goran's Corner. And then the whole idea is like it's Goran's Corner, but Goran's Corner Kick,
Yeah.
It's like the show, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, why don't we call it, this is his suggestion.
Oh, no. Okay.
Let's call it Goran's Free Picks. As in free kicks.
That might not.
My
You might get some free kicks already.
my response was this. That sucks. I'm sticking with corner kick. I don't love corner kick, you know, but I think it's better than Goran's free kick or free picks. And kick dogs.
Shush. It was
Hate
good at the
kick,
time.
hate kick dogs. I like puck dogs. Hate kick dogs.
It sounded good at the time.
It just doesn't even make any sense.
It did. A little
What do you
bit.
call hoop dogs? That's like the fight guys. I had like the great name for the MMA show, and they didn't like it, you know? 8 corners of the octagon. Mills and Brad. They hated it. Hated it. No way. Not cool. All right. I love it. Nope. Fight dogs. I like 8 corners of the octagon. We're gonna get Mills doing rundown. Just doing them all just quickly. It's on the schedule for next year. Anyways, let's talk about some picks, man. I think we probably can do that on this show, right?
Yeah.
Anyone up for it?
Definitely, man. Up for it. Let's get some.
All right, Rod. I need a 3-team parlay lock, so keep that in mind. We've got the Pistons and the Jazz. We've got the Miami Heat and the Chicago Bulls, and the New York Knicks and the Golden State Warriors. Chris, why don't you bless us with your greatness?
Is that what we're calling it nowadays? I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat laying the points. For me, this game's just about taking the lesser of two evils. You know, the Chicago Bulls, they can't play any defense right now, and you know the Miami Heat at least have been able to win 4 straight, and they've actually looked half decent doing it. So going back home, I gotta take the Miami Heat, laying the points in that one, and I think it's the only one I like out of these 3 enough to give it out.
How about you, Rod?
And for me, those 3, I think I agree. You got to go with the Heat, the lesser of two evils. Both these teams are not the greatest, but I'm going to go with the Heat here, lay the points. I'm going to get home and they turn things around and get themselves a win against the bad Bulls defense. So I'm going to go with the Heat and that one. And I like the under in the Knicks. In the next game, I think you got a bunch of guys out for the Warriors. So I don't know where all the points are going to come in that one. So take the under in the Knicks and the Warriors. Definitely a bunch of guys out for the Warriors.
I'm taking the Warriors against the Knicks. I've been on the Knicks the whole time, and I just think it's time to sell. You know, certainly just gets to be that time. I think that the Warriors, we saw them win on the road in Toronto last time out, game under 500, and getting 4.5 points here. No one underachieves and lets their fan base down like the Knicks, except for the Maple Leafs. And I think that, I think this is the perfect opportunity for them to, to maybe squeak out a win. Mills says 2023 pick dogs. We got some stuff cooking. 8 corners of the octagon. Nuts. Find something different here. I like that one. I like that one. I like it. Phoenix Suns against the Wizards and the Nuggets against the Grizzlies. So in the video for my parlay, I do, I always do totals on my NBA parlays, and I in the graphic for the actual video, for during that segment, I left the Wizards. I had the Suns versus Wizards, but at the end where I recap, I left the Lakers because they were there the night. They played the Lakers last night or whatever. So it was a back-to-back. So it was already in the graphic thing, and I forgot to change it. So a lot of people commented that, hey, you didn't put it, whatever. It's like, which one is it? It's like, well, it's the one that I said in the video. And so the ones where the words came out of my mouth.
And it's the one that's played on Tuesday.
do you like out of these two, Chris?
Out of these two, I like the over between the Grizzlies and the Nuggets. I just think it's going to be a you know track meet up and down, back and forth kind of game. Both teams could get into the 120s in this one. Also love the Nikola Jokic over rebounds prop. It's been absolutely money, and I'm also going to take the Nikola Jokic to have a triple double. I think you can get another one here for the Nuggets.
Rod?
Well, and for me, those two, I like the over in the Wizards and Suns game. I think track me in that one. You look at the Wizards, 45, 18, and 1 their last 64 versus teams with winning records to that over. Suns 7 and 1 to the over their last 8 versus teams with losing records. So I think you track me in that one. Both teams can score enough to get us well over that total. So they'd be over in the Wizards Suns.
I kind of like the under in that one. I think the Suns, they're a defensive team. But go to college football. We got 2 games tonight. One is in the afternoon. The other one is tonight. And yesterday, man, I had Connecticut. I'm sure, I think these guys both had the other side, so they were happy about it. But, man, it's like, how did they not cover in that game? Anyways, San Jose State versus Eastern Michigan, famous Idaho Potato Bowl. And then Toledo versus Liberty in Boca. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, 2 games where I like the under. I like the under in Eastern Michigan, San Jose State. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think 53.5, just too high. I see this one finishing in the mid 40s. Take a San Jose State team out to Boise, where it's supposed to be in the low 20s, anywhere between the low 20s to low 30s in the forecast today. Those hits are going to hurt just a little bit more. And I think it's going to be just a physical black and blue kind of game in that one. So I like the under there. And I also lean towards the under in Liberty Toledo. I know I see these 2 teams, think offense and these points are going to fly over. But these are 2 teams that really, play well defensively, especially Liberty, on the offensive and defensive line. I think this is going to be just a very physical matchup that's determined in the trenches, a lot of hitting and a lot of playing between the 20s here. So I'm going to go with the under in Liberty Toledo.
And for me, out of these 2, I like the Eastern Michigan plus the points. It's San Jose State. You look at San Jose State, they're 0-6 ATS in their last 6 games. 0-6 ATS their last 6 on field turf. Where Eastern Michigan 4-0-1 ATS their last 5, and they're in their perfect spot. Getting plus money with Eastern Michigan. Only way to be in that one. Eastern Michigan plus points. And we go the other way in Liberty and Toledo. I think defenses are going to be optional in that one. And we got a track meet in our hands in the Boca Raton Bowl. I like the over. It opened at 54.5, it's down to 52.5. I like it even better now to go over the total in that one. I think both teams light it up early and often.
I like the under. I like Liberty in that one against Toledo. I like the under in the other game, in the first game, in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. I believe that one's on the blue turf in Boise. Got all different kinds of ways to eat potatoes. That's for sure. Don't they? Isn't it like a bucket full of French fries they get or something too?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's something like that. Yeah, like the big bucket of fries.
I like fries. I like the crinkle cut. I'm a crinkle cutter. I like them well done. I hate when they refry them. Like when you go there and it's like they reheated them in the fry later. And it's like this yuck. Gross.
What are these, right?
Yeah. It's like, why'd you do that? Why did you do that?
Or you go into a restaurant and they give you a nice, you can tell the burger and the sandwich is homemade, and on the side they give you these frozen fries. I was like, these are frozen fries. Are you serious? You go to the old shop making a sandwich.
They're not like.
Well, they're cooked, but you can tell that they haven't done anything. Like, get your own potato. You know how much?
You ever
money
like go back in the
potato
kitchen and be
fries?
like, "Let me hand cut this for you. Let me show you how this."
Yeah,
Here, give me
exactly,
a
right?
knife.
Let me here.
Here.
You wanna take your plate to the next level? Here, I'd love to. Some of those times at some of those restaurants you get, and you're like, oh, can I go in the kitchen?
How about like when you go to a restaurant, you order something, and then the plate is just absolutely exactly how they left it for you, and then they come to get it, and it's like you haven't touched anything, and they don't even ask you, "Oh, is everything okay? Was something wrong?" You know, it's like I can't tell you how many times that happens.
Right? Are you done? Yeah, I'm done. But they not even asking anymore. Well, how come you didn't eat that?
Olives at Bellagio. I ordered something and they said, "What's the matter with this?" And like I went through each one of the things on there, and I was like, basically, the plate's a mess. They got so mad at me. Basically, the plate's a mess. Meanwhile, they're not even there anymore. They're out of business or whatever, closed down. It's like,
See, those are scary.
It's
Those
Valentine's
are scary.
Day.
You eat somewhere and you're like, you know,
Todd,
it
it was that Todd English, that like famous chef. It's like, oh my God, the plate's a mess. It's terrible. You know, he doesn't cook there. He just sets the menu. You know, 2 years ago.
Menu, yeah.
2 years ago. Something.
He might have been there for the first couple of weeks for the grand opening.
He's probably there for like
get things in opening.
Probably there for like the one training session, you know.
Yeah.
Sign
right.
autographs, take some pictures.
Take some pictures and then get out. Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Olives. Very anyways. That kind of day, huh? It's like I told these guys before the show, man. Having like one of those Tuesdays. It's like a Monday, but it's Tuesday.
But it's Tuesday.
Then I looked at that schedule of all those college basketball videos I got to shoot for tomorrow, and it really got me in a better mood. So what do we got, Chris? 600 of them, and the thing is, it's like we don't even have like the ones that we had to do, you know, haven't had to do for the past week, which have been gruesome.
Yeah.
It's like, thank God, man. Yeah, Rod missed it. I drew the line, man. I said Kansas City versus South Dakota. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this.
Right?
I'm up there. I'm standing in the studio. I'm in front of the camera. I'm like, here's Mitch from PickDogs.com here with your free pick in the Kansas City versus South Dakota college basketball matchup on Monday, December 19, 2000. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this. That's like, I should find the outtake. I should find the outtake.
I want it.
I got like my Johnny Cash shirt on. Like,
Just takes the shirt off and throws it on the. I'm done with this.
I'm like, take my Johnny
I'm not
Cash
doing
shirt
this.
off, throw it on. It's like, so I have this like little. I gotta get my camera back in here that I can attach to the back and show you guys the studio. And I have this little black table, like one of those TV tables. And I've had this thing. I actually built my first website on that table. Like I used to sit on the couch, like back in the day, and I used to write all the articles on I still have my computer, like from that I built like Sports Chat Place on, and Picks and Parlays. And it was all at this tiny little table that I got at Target, and I use it still in the studio. It's going in my coffin, you know. Like that and that computer are going in my coffin. It's like I've had them, and it's like I know I've built this entire. I mean, how many people's lives have been changed? You know, it's like, right? It's like, man, it's amazing. But I take my Cash shirt off, throw it on the table, storm out. My wife's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, I'm not freaking doing Kansas City. We're in South Dakota. She's like, "It's okay."
Calm down.
It's okay.
Why is your shirt?
It's okay.
It's
okay.
Why is your shirt off? let's talk
Don't
through
worry,
this.
I tried that this morning when we were shooting hockey videos for tomorrow. So I was like, I tried to cash in my Ruffalo day early, and Ruffalo was like, "It is only good on Christmas."
Here's today's question, brought to you by Nick Chaplin.
It's a good show. We talk about food and chicken tenders, and then sometimes we go off the rails and talk way over here. But you get picks.
Yep.
Yeah. We get back to it.
It just takes us a
Definitely
while.
get lots
You
of
know? The
patience.
show runs longer, but it's like we get everything in more than what all the other guys get in. It just takes us a while to get there. Sometimes we get
A little
sidetracked.
longer.
We digress.
It doesn't take much either.
I'm not doing that freaking South Dakota Kansas City game. I didn't even look to see what the score was on that thing. You know, I didn't even look to find out. I
If
did
you're
not care.
interested, I will tell you.
No, I'm not interested. I checked out of that relationship. Go to the NHL. And we got the Flyers and the Goudreaus. We've got the Penguins and the Rangers, the Hurricane and the Devils, the Maple Frauds and the Lightning. Chris, what do you like?
Dare I try to get sucked into the Maple Leafs one more time? No, I'm kidding.
I won't allow it. I forbid you.
If you still want a job here tomorrow morning, you will not.
No, it's not that. I just won't allow it. I'll get on the plane and I will stop you in your tracks. We'll go through the closet.
I'm about to hit the bet button, and all of a sudden I just feel that someone grab my hand, and I look up.
We'll start going through the closet.
You're right.
We'll nip this.
Do you remember the Flintstones with the goik guy? He pops out when he wants to make a bet. Every time you go to make the bet with the Leafs, the guy will pop out and be like,
I will not allow it.
And run away. You will not allow you to make that bet and then run away.
Chris, what do you think of these? The Flyers. The Flyers are terrible, man. So is Columbus.
Yeah, but I mean, Columbus has had success in this matchup, so I do lean towards Columbus in that one. But I do like the under 6 between the Rangers and the Penguins. You know, ironically enough, when these two met in the playoffs last year, they went 7-0 to the over, kind of going against the I don't say stigma, but just like the philosophy of playoff style hockey. So it's supposed to be low scoring. These two teams didn't care, but I think we get back to it here. Both teams playing fantastic right now. Both are hot. Both have been riding solid goaltending and defense. I think the first of 3 wins that game. So I'll take the under between the Rangers and the Penguins. And I'm also going to take the Carolina Hurricanes at home against the New Jersey Devils. The Devils, 11-1-1 on the road this season, but they've lost 5 straight. You know, they're in free fall. This is the first extended losing streak we've seen from the Devils this season, and they don't look like they're finding a way out of it anytime soon. So the Hurricanes picked up points in 10 straight. I think they make it 11 here. Give me the Hurricanes in this one.
Rod, what happened to Peter Puck? Is he out turning tricks outside Scotiabank Arena like I had heard? Is that what happened? It's like I heard a rumor. I asked him, I'm like, what happened to Peter Puck? It's like, oh, he's turning tricks outside Scotiabank Arena last time I saw him. I don't know.
He's still around. He made a big chunk of money off that, and then he just disappeared. He's doing his own thing. He's still hanging around, but I don't think he's making big public appearances in front of somebody.
Let's educate the U.S. people on hockey.
Right.
We'll come up with this guy. Let's call him, I don't know, Peter Puck. Corin's like, let's call it Corin's Free Pigs. We'll stick with Peter Puck, Corin.
When his buddy Don Getty left, there used to be a song. It was like with Peter Puck.
Dun, 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 dun.
Little Wayne Gretzky loved that rascal Puck. Puck loved Wayne just as much, except for $18 million. Because he did. He basically sold off Gretzky for a big pile of money. He was like, "Yeah, I'm out. I can make how much money? Yeah, bye. Sorry you're crying. Bye."
I'm listening. I'm missing the relation here. Rod, what do you think of these games? That's like with Peter Puck horn himself out. What street is Scotiabank Arena on?
He might have.
It's on Bremner, I think.
He might have burned through all that money now, and now he's
some out on Young Street.
Young Street, yeah.
Turning tricks. They should bring him back for the All-Star game. kind of like the Olympics mascots. The other most dreadful mascots there are. It's like, didn't Canada finally just say, all right, we're just going to make it a squiggly line? It's like, what's going to be the mascot of this Olympics? I don't know. Let's just make a squiggly line. Let's not put any time or money into this. We'll call them squiggles.
Squiggles. In these games here, I'm going to go with Columbus over the Flyers. I know Columbus 2-8 on the road, but these Flyers are definitely not the greatest team going either. 3-5-2 in their last 10. 3-7. Both these teams are dumpster fires, so we'll take the plus money with the Goudreaus. I think they come into Philly and snag a win. So we'll take Columbus in that one. I like the Penguins to snap the Rangers' winning streak. I know they've been rolling right along, but in Pittsburgh gets the win in that one. And I like the under in Tampa Bay and Toronto. Both defenses have been playing lights out hockey, and I think you got a hard hitting, low scoring first to 3 type game wins that one. So take the under in the Leafs and Tampa Bay, and fade the Devils. They're on that losing streak. As I said earlier, I think they could equal their winning streak in a losing streak. So we'll go with the Carolina Hurricanes in that one.
Peter Puck ran in 1973.
Yeah, been a while.
Yeah, he made a public appearance a few years ago, but then faded back into the darkness.
Peter Puck, hockey made easy. Oh yeah, 1981 came back. Toronto Maple Leafs, of course. Let's bring Puck back. I wonder what Puck's doing. Give Puck a call.
See if he chews through his Gretzky money yet.
Yeah, someone in the comments of Jay's video wrote Curry out. Like, he's been out for a freaking week. The hell's the difference? I don't ever understand those comments. It's like, I don't know. In these games, I'm going to go with the Columbus Blue Jackets against the Flyers. I'm also going to take the Lightning plus money against the Rangers. That's a gift. The Lightning were in the finals last year and the year before. The Rangers, they don't even know what the finals is. 13-19 on the puck line at home, or in the puck line for the Leafs. 5-11 at home. Yeah, these are guys that not a good team. We're going to take the Lightning. We're going to go reverse puck line in this thing. I think that the Maple Leafs will use as an excuse that they have the same colors as them, and they thought it was the other team.
I thought I was passing to my own guy.
Where the hell's Puck?
It's like of all people, Wolfgang Puck like pokes his head in. I'm here.
Peter Puck, episode 1. So, Toronto Maple Leafs we're way into Peter Puck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big.
And
wow,
then,
he's got quite a long intro. These are the days of the long intro.
Yeah.
14-second intro. Oh my God. Playing the game. NHL hockey, that is. The world's fastest team sport. Yeah. Oh, man. JTS Jets versus the Senators. The Seattle Smoking Kraken against the St. Louis Blues. LA Kings versus the Ducks. Oof, nothing pretty about that. And Sharks plus 146 at home against the Goudreau's X team. What do we call them now, Rod? The Goudreaus?
Flamers.
All right. Chris, what do you think?
Flamers.
Smoking Kraken?
No, I'm gonna go with the Winnipeg Jets. at home against the Ottawa Senators. The Winnipeg Jets usually just play their better hockey at home, and the Sens, I think, will be a team that we have to watch for some value for down the road. But right now, the Winnipeg Jets, I think, just playing too well for me to go against. So I'm going to go with Winnipeg in that one. I also like the under 6.5 between the Ducks and the Kings. LA coming off a back-to-back 3-2 shootout wins. Could see a similar result here, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring one. I don't really trust this Anaheim offense to have a massive scoring output in this one. So I'll go with the under there. And I hate to do it, but I'm going to lean towards the Calgary Flames in regulation. I just the Sharks burned me last time, and I just want no part of this Sharks team. So give me the Flames in regulation.
Wow. Why don't you parlay it up with the Leafs on the puck line? Rod, go ahead. Explain to him how this works.
How that works is you take the over in that game. And now you can't even do that. You got to take the under, Calgary and San Jose. Because I don't know where the offense is going to come from. Sure, Calgary got 5 goals last time. I don't think they get 5 this time. And the Sharks going to struggle to score. No Thomas Hurdle in that one, which is their scoring leader. He's 70 goals, 21 assists. That's a big miss for the Sharks in that one. So I like the under Calgary, San Jose. Definitely goals coming a premium in that one. And the other one I like the over in the Blues in Seattle. Probably be Grice getting the start for St. Louis in this one, and that brings to the over. St. Louis 7-2-1, the last 10 the over. I like goals of plenty in that one. And I'm going to take the shot here. I like Ottawa to come into Winnipeg and snag themselves a win. Plus price there. They're not too bad. 10-5 to that puck line on the road. But I think they outright the Jets in that one. I'm going to take the Ottawa Senators over Winnipeg in that one.
I'm taking the Jets in that one. I just like saying it. Jets, Jets. And I like the Sharks against the Flames because we bet against the Flames every single time. Actually, Peter Puck came back in 2007 for the Maple Leafs. Yeah, they'll do whatever. They'll do anything, man.
Oh, yeah, they'll whore out Puck.
Yeah, they'll do it. Yeah. Puck, we need $30. Go out there and earn it. Take one for the team. Ruflo's like, that's not funny. I like Puck.
That's a little funny. I'm the first to admit.
We don't rehearse these bits. So Ruflo never saw the Peter Puck turning tricks coming. Had no idea.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there might be a Peter Puck hockey school. I think I've seen it in Kamloops. I think it's in BC. Let me see. I think there might be a Peter Puck hockey school.
One day can't ruin you in the contest. It can't. It has to be a culmination. I mean, there's plenty of time left. James is winning. James Thrower. He's winning.
He's got his own hockey school. Peter Puck Hockey School. He's there. You got the little mascot, the Peter Puck mascot. You got there and play hockey. Kamloops, BC. Oh, the Peter Puck Hockey School. You can definitely lose the contest real quick when you decide you should put 8 plays in one day and go 1-7. I was like, what? What is that? Day 9. Oops. I thought it was 1-3 plays.
All right, we go to college hoops on that note. Chris, what are you selling today?
I got a few things on the go today. I got my $15 NHL power play. I've been hitting those left and right, so hoping to add to it today. Also got that $15 power play as part of my 2 for Tuesday, along with my NBA fast break. You can get a bonus NHL play in there for $40. Or I got my college hoops 5-point swing, my 5 best bets, but the best value is to go long term. I think the 3 days is cheaper than buying each package individually. Today you get a couple extra days of bonus plays in there as well. So check that out and use that promo code PICK for 15% off any purchase over $25 or more.
Stop telling me what to do. Rod, what do you like?
Never.
What are you selling?
And for me, over at Pick Stream, I got my $15 play going. And we've been on a run where we win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So we lost one yesterday, so time to win one. My $15 NBA drop a dime play. Or you can get that included in my NBA Tuesday 3-point play in the NBA. 3 plays in the NBA I absolutely love. $15 play is included in that package. Or I've got my college football 10-star executive info play, singly sold. Or I've got a mixed sport triple, which includes 2 NHL plays, plus my top-rated college basketball play. And as Chris says, definitely get a long-term package. That way you get all these plays and you don't miss out on any of the winners. Use that promo code PICK and save 50% off all your purchases of $25 or more over Pick Premium.
There's a lot of information. One question and a lot of answer. Got my $15 play, got some NBA plays package, and I'll probably have some college hoops as well. Jacksonville versus Louisiana Monroe. ULM, as they like to be called. Vermont, the Catamounts versus Toledo. Northern Illinois versus Albany. Texas A&M versus Wofford. Longwood versus South Carolina State. Tennessee State versus Brescia. Don't hold your Brescia.
What?
Ole Miss versus Northern Alabama. Oklahoma State versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Indiana Purdue versus Texas A&M Commerce. Mississippi State versus Drake. Cornell versus Lehigh. I crossed that one off my list. I was supposed to do the video. I didn't. It's like, I draw the line here today. I was like, I got like 30 videos. I'm like, I'm not doing this one. Did not feel like it. Like, no one's going to notice. Sam Houston State versus Arlington Baptist College. Chris, what do you think of these? You're muted. You sound better that way.
So stop it. The amount of Longwood.
I did not. Puck's not turning tricks. Actually, it's actually the assistant to the general manager of the Maple Leafs. He's explaining to the Maple Leafs how you play hockey. This is icing. This is icing. This is a rink.
Yeah, and then you see Mitch Marner in the corner with a cupcake. I thought this was icing.
Yeah, exactly.
First off, the amount of Longwood comments that I got on the Longwood South Carolina State video. Stop it, everybody. It's inappropriate. But but I like Vermont plus the 2.5 against Toledo. Toledo's defense continues to be a sieve, and Vermont, it's going to be only their 3rd home game this season, and the team that's covered 5 straight at home. So take a shot with Vermont at home. They're starting to pick up their play in recent games, so I'll take the Catamounts there. And I'll also take Northern Illinois laying the 3.5 at home against Albany. Northern Illinois has been terrible for much of the season, but Albany is god awful on the road, and I think Northern Illinois getting back home for this one. I think they can ride that to a winning cover over Albany there. So I'll take Northern Illinois.
For me in these ones, definitely I like Vermont on the money line over Toledo. They won 19 straight home games as Vermont. So home is definitely where the heart is there. So we'll take Catamounts on the money line over Toledo in that one. They get their 20th straight home win. The other one, I like Cornell here over Lehigh. Lehigh on the road is a dumpster fire. Cornell at home 4-0. I think they easily blow Lehigh out of the gym by 15 plus on that one. Take Cornell. The only 2 I like in that time spot.
So if you guys want to get in this discussion about the home team versus the away team, the way we list our games, it's on the Rangers-Penguins video. 4 minutes you guys took on that thing? The hell could you possibly be talking about for that long?
What? On the Penguins and
Rangers.
that was me solo yesterday.
Your
That would've
video's
been
4
solo.
minutes, man. You guys got to
I
cut that down.
I didn't even realize it went that long. Oh.
I haven't been
That was-
I haven't been following you guys, but 4 minutes is a hell.
Well, that was me solo, so that's my.
And that was Chris solo.
Oh my god!
So that's not good.
If I'm not out of there in 2 minutes and 30 seconds,
2
man,
minutes in the box.
I reshoot. It's like I'm not gonna keep everybody there all day. It's like, we're gonna get this over with. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
Were you answering yourself in that one?
I answered. This guy wrote, the home team is usually the second one, and the team on the bottom this game is at Pittsburgh. And I wrote, my reply was, as you guys I could give you 5 guesses as to what it is. And my response this time said, you are clearly an idiot. So I got 4 thumbs up on that. And then someone responds, I see what you're saying. I'm still a big fan. It's just in the world, I guess, upside down backwards. Then someone said, Pens are the home team. And then what I always say, if it's at, then opposed to versus, then that'd be right. That's what I always say. If you say at, versus is home team versus away team. At is the other way around. At Pick Dogs on the website, we use at. On SCP betting, we use versus. On the videos, I've always done versus. I don't know why. But the more people that tell me not to, the more reason I do it. Because I see what other channels are doing, and we're bigger than them. We get more views than them. We're more popular than them. So why would I do what they're doing? Because I want to get less views and less people subscribing? I don't know. You tell me. Versus is way better. Way better. Home team versus away team. Away at home. Doesn't even sound good. Anyways, Rod, did you pick these games? Or Chris, did you pick any of these? I didn't even listen to you. I'm still...
Yeah, we did. We did this first.
Oh, all right. So it's my turn.
On to you. Your turn,
All right.
yeah.
All right, let me take a look at what the games actually are. I like... the one that I really like here is Wofford against Texas A&M. Texas A&M, way overrated. I like Wofford. I'm not going to apologize for it either. I also like North Alabama against Ole Miss. I'm tired of being the directional Alabama team. I also like Jacksonville versus ULM, even though the line's down 2.5 points. I just think it's a gift at this price. I wish Vermont was good again. How about Mississippi State against Drake? That should be an ass kicking. Did you guys say that one?
No.
No? Did you have an opinion on that one, Chris?
I like the under in that one.
Under? Under for Drake?
Under for both.
Under for both.
Under 130.5.
Okay.
I have to go Mississippi State.
Who
The
asked?
Bulldogs.
Who asked you? That's right, I did.
Drake looks awful on the road.
All right. Got Louisville versus Lipscomb. UConn versus Georgetown. Wake Forest versus Duke. North Carolina Central versus Citadel. Don't even say it, Rod. Got Eastern Washington versus Northwest Indiana. Guys, we've already been down that road. That bit's been done. That bit's been done. Not like it's ever stopped us from doing the bidding. You know? so is this. You know, but it doesn't stop me from doing it every single time I have the opportunity. Tennessee Tech versus Kentucky Christian. Alabama against Jackson State. They've played almost identical schedules. Dayton versus Alcorn State. UMass versus Dartmouth. Kennesaw State versus South Carolina Upstate. PFW versus Southern Indiana. Central Connecticut versus Army. I'll tell you, I might pick Central Connecticut once all season. Today's the day. Providence versus Marquette. That one looks funny to me. I picked Marquette in the video. Not feeling as confident. Everyone knows I love Ed Cooley. Indiana versus Elon. Temple versus Maryland East Shore. We'll stop there. Chris, 7 o'clock. It's time to rock.
Yeah, I'm still going to stick with Marquette. I do like Marquette. I like the way they've been shooting. They're shooting 37.5% from three in the last 5 games, and it does feel like it's going to be a tight game throughout. But I've been impressed with what I've seen from Marquette over the course of the season.
Well, if Ruffalo's impressed, it must be something special.
All right, okay.
It's like on the standard run. Where do you put the Ruffalo being impressed on like the scale of? Ruffalo's like he balanced the thumbtack on his nose for 8 seconds. I was thoroughly impressed. It's like
for the record, it was 11 seconds, and it was even more impressive.
I'm impressed. Well, that's nice.
Fine. Okay. I like Marquette. I like Marquette. I'm just not. I'm not all the way sold on Providence yet. I don't think this is as good of a Providence team as last year by a fair margin. So, and I'm going to take I'm going to take Lipscomb over Louisville. I have inside information that apparently Louisville's turning the corner, but I don't think that's going to happen here.
What corner is it? The corner the puck's on. They were turning the corner. The puck was there. They got sidetracked.
All of a sudden, it became a turf war between the Cardinal and the puck. I think Lipscomb's the better team in that one by a lot. So.
This is why other people can't. This is why, like, other people try and copy our show, but it's like they can't do it because it's like you can't write this stuff. Just write it.
Oh my God.
What else you got for us, Chris?
Get it together. Now those are the only 2 I like in the time slot.
I was in a bad mood coming on too, so this is good. Rod, what do you got? Don't even say Citadel.
For me, these ones, I like the under in Lipscomb and Louisville, just because Louisville had a rough night turning tricks with pucks, so he's definitely not going to be scoring a whole lot of points in that one. I like the under in that one, so give me the under there. And...
Bro, you said icing. I don't see any icing here, man.
Yeah, so I see what's going on. This is a hard
one.
No,
bro.
Hey, bro, what's going on, bro? And then the other one, I like Jackson State plus the 31.5 against Alabama. Alabama wins that game, but not by 31.5. Jackson State's been not winning games, but they've definitely been covering 6-4 on the road. ATS. Alabama's Anderson blowing Jackson State out of the gym by 40. I don't think Jackson State plus the points there. The other one I like, then I think it's too much. I like Marquette here in this spot. They've been shooting lights out, and that does look funny. Providence was plus 1.5. Now it's minus. I think Marquette on the money line in that one. And the other one I like Elon plus the 29.5 against Indiana. Indiana wins by 27 points in that one, not the 29.5.
All right. I like North Carolina Central against the Citadel. I also like Connecticut against Georgetown. I bet against Connecticut last time with Butler, and I'm not doing it again. I bet against Connecticut twice this year. I've lost both. I bet on them 8 times, hit them all. So might as well dance with what brung me. I disagree. I like Alabama. I think they win by 40 or 50 in that game. I like Alcorn State against Dayton. And Central Connecticut State, which is not really a state. just call it state because state college. So it's Central Connecticut State College. I think it's Army. It's the only time I'm going to take Central Con all year. More than likely. Go to our next set. What do you think of Temple against Maryland East Shore, Chris? Maryland East Shore is 6-2 against the number.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Maryland East Shore a little bit in that one. I can't get behind Temple laying 16 points.
Have you been impressed with? You're not impressed with Temple? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, no, not impressed with Temple.
We got to set up like this. We got to get the professional video production. We got to have the Ruffalo impress meter.
Yeah, let it go. It's going up.
It's like we've got the 14th cupcake because we've gotten the baker's dozen plus the one. It's the baker's dozen. It's a baker's dozen. Nebraska versus Queens College. Baylor against Northwestern State. Northern Colorado versus the Force. Lamar up against Pacific. It's an automatic. I'm taking Lamar in that one. Don't even think twice about it. Grand Canyon versus Idaho State. Xavier versus Seton Hall. Miami versus Virginia. Battle of ranked teams. Arizona versus Montana State. Gonzaga versus Montana. Syracuse and Pitt. New Mexico in the Pit versus Prairie View. Northwestern versus UIC. BYU against Lindenwood. Oklahoma versus Florida. UC Irvine versus Harvard. San Jose State versus Cal Poly. UC Riverside versus San Diego. Cal State Bakersfield, the Roadrunners, up against Fresno State. Oregon Ducks versus Utah Valley. Utah Valley not as good as they've been in the past. And then San Diego versus UC San Diego. I like UC San Diego in that one. Too many points. Chris, what do you think?
I do think we're talking about too many points in that Utah Valley game. Yeah, I know they're not as great as years past, but this is an Oregon team that's kind of coasted their way through non-conference play. They're just waiting to get healthy, I think, to start Pac-12 play. Once they get healthy, this is going to be a loaded Oregon team. But we've seen Oregon have some close calls, and I think Utah Valley, we've already seen them go out on the road and beat up on BYU. Not saying they get the outright win here, but I think 11.5. I think it's just too many. I think Oregon wins that one by 9 or 10. So take the points in that one. I'll also take the over between Gonzaga and Montana. I think that's a game where Gonzaga, does what they want offensively, but I could also see it either way, where Montana either sneaks in the back door or a 40-point win for Gonzaga. But either way you see it, I have it being high scoring, getting into the 150 range. So I like the over in that one, and I like the over between Virginia and Miami. Virginia, we always know them as defense first, but the offense has been coming to play as well. They've been playing in some high scoring games, and Miami was the team that hung 107 on Cornell. Not going to hang 107 on Virginia, but I think 130.5 for these two just too low. So I'm going to go with the over between Virginia and Miami.
Rod?
And these ones here, I like Miami over Virginia in that one. I'm going to give me Miami plus the points in that one. They've won 10 straight at home, so I'll take Miami plus the points in that one. The other one I like Pitt plus the points against Syracuse. They're solid on the road, 3-0 against the number. When I think they keep it a one-possession game. Give me Pitt plus the points in that one. I like Gonzaga. I think they beat up on Montana. They win by 30 plus in that one. I'll take Gonzaga. To get the winning cover in that one. The other one I like moving down. I like Oklahoma here at home against the Gators. Gators on the road, sure, 1-0. This was a neutral site game, so I like Oklahoma here. I think they're the better team in that one. And last one, I agree. Give me UC San Diego plus the points against San Diego State. San Diego State wins by like 15 points, not by 21. That's too many. Way too many points there.
I like UC San Diego. I like Xavier against Seton Hall. I like Lamar against Pacific for sure. I just go against Pacific every single game. It's pretty much the way that works. I'm 6-2 this season in Pacific games. Hate Pacific. I like Northern Colorado against Air Force. Air Force on the road is pretty much straight ass too. Rod's like, yep, they are straight ass.
Yep. They are straight ass to the road. Yeah.
Chris, I'm not impressed with Air Se on the road.
I figured you wouldn't be.
Like, where on the meter? You tell me when to stop. This is very impressed.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Didn't say stop. Keep going. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Out there.
Touching myself. It's like, what do you do? My wife walks in. It's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
We're using the Air Force meter. What's the Air Force meter? I don't want to know.
Is that what they call it these days? Okay, it's getting ugly over here. This has been a rough one.
It's the Air Force meter. Definitely don't have to lift off there. Not on the road.
Who was the guy who this was his first show? I was like, today's my first show. I was like, maybe not the best day. He didn't really pick the best day. All right. It's like, we didn't really put our best foot forward on this one.
Yeah, I thought we did all right. You came in a bit of a surly Tuesday mood. We turned that frown upside down. We did well.
How about Northwestern State against Baylor? Because you took Northwestern State last time, and then they did you dirty.
Oh, yeah. Baylor by 50.
Wow.
Petty. Screw Northwestern State.
Just for that, I'm putting another $30 on Northern Colorado. just because you brought up Northwestern.
It's like, but we weren't even talking about that game. Don't care. I needed a reason.
Doesn't take much.
It's like sitting here. Okay, yeah, okay. Northwestern State did you dirty. An extra $20 on the Lightning. Wait,
What's the line in that Western Carolina Tacoma Falls game? Oh, yeah?
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of Tacoma Falls? This show stinks. All right.
Parlay?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mercifully. For my parlay, I'm going to do Vermont plus the points. And I go with Virginia, Miami over 130.5 and Montana, Gonzaga over 148.5.
And for me, we're going to take Vermont plus the points. We're going to take Miami plus the points. And we're going to take the Ottawa Senators on the money line over the Jets.
Taking the Tampa Bay Lightning on the reverse puck line. Taking the Sharks on the money line. And I'm going with Queens University on the money line against Nebraska. There's your parlays. There's your show. Look, some days are going to be better than others. We know that. We do the best we can. It's not my fault Puck got brought up. So once Peter Puck comes on, you know which direction this show is going. It's like, because the first thing that pops in your head, it's like, not because I'm like, because it starts with a sincere question. It's like, where did Peter Puck go? And then it's like, it's just automatically, it's like he's turning tricks outside Scotiabank. It's like it just flows. It's like it's an automatic. It's not something I thought about ahead of time. That just was my next train of thought.
It's just it's just the next stop on the track.
Yeah. It happens that fast. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. We appreciate each and every one. We're going to try like crazy to be more professional tomorrow. I'm going to really apply myself. Maybe I should get back to I'll try and be more professional tomorrow. We're going to bring it back for 2023.
There you go.
The rest of this year's a write-off.
Yeah. That's it. I'll be pantless the rest of the year.
It's mail it in Friday every day.
Thanks everyone. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for putting up with us.